Social movements play a crucial role in shaping society by influencing public opinion and prompting policy changes and laws. Whether social, political, or otherwise, movements are always aimed at creating change or expressing a shared goal. In this video, I will be examining the Everything Must Fall documentary and analyze how power, leadership, and cohesion influence the #FeesMustFall movement. Greetings and a warm welcome. My name is Lumkanya Mazana and I will be applying the key group dynamic concepts I've learned from week 1 to week 5 in this video. Social movement refers to a collective group of people who have same beliefs or goals to bring about political or social change in the form of a protest or campaigns. Referencing from Tagman B in 2017, students joined the #FeesMustFall movement because they had a common goal of free education and were affected by decolonization. Social identity and solidarity is where students saw themselves as part of a collective and involved emotional connection reinforced by leaders like Shaira Kala. The movement developed from small gatherings to organized actions with mass meetings and coordinated shutdowns. The documentary indicates how unity and leadership strengthened the movement, which highlights the power of collective action in shaping societal change. Leaders like Mcebo Dlamini and Shaira Kala played the spokesperson's roles, and the protests were actually peaceful, but tensions elevated when the police intervened. That's when the students came up with protest tactics like mass shutdowns. So the way in which students followed common strategies indicates how well the #FeesMustFall movement had an internal group structure, norms, roles, and conformity. Because the ways in which one's thoughts and behaviors are controlled by real or social pressures. Reference from Northhouse P in 2018, which is the definition of social influence, shows us how charismatic leaders inspired the student unity. We also saw legitimate power in the documentary when the government and the university management tried to maintain order in the documentary. The police harshness at Wits was a good example of cohesive power which was used in order to suppress the protests. Furthermore, leadership effectiveness, which refers to a social process where individuals towards a shared goal influence and guide others. Reference from Tajfel H and Tena J in 2019 influenced the movement by inspiring change through a shared vision. However, leadership challenges like gender tensions arose where some female activists like Shaira Kala mentioned and argued that males often dominated decision making and neglected women's voices. Also, some students thrived for negotiations with the university management, whereas other students wanted aggressive protest actions like mass shutdowns of the campuses and confronting law enforcement. Other challenges include the fact that some student leaders were from political organizations like PYA, SASCO, and EFF Student Command, while others wanted the movement to be politically independent, which posed serious challenges to the leaders and forcing all the parties to merge and march together, which turned out good as numbers were increasing. And as demonstrated in the documentary, we see mass protests at Wits leading to national shutdowns, and that's where we talk about cohesion and facilitation. By social cohesion, I mean the level of unity and solidarity within a society, having a sense of belonging, important for social stability. Reference from Levin K in 2018. The students were deeply connected to the cause but faced challenges of internal and governmental resistance. We saw that on the #FeesMustFall movement, bigger crowds had more energy and led to protests being more impactful. So the formation, leadership, social influence, and cohesion highlighted by the #FeesMustFall movement is all the illustration of the key group dynamic principles, starting with students coming together over financial exclusion and undergoing internal conflicts over leadership and strategy. creating and sharing norms and tactics, and taking action collectively through protests and shutdowns. Leadership was crucial, with people like Shaira Kala and Cebo Dlamini influencing participation. The movement also demonstrated social cohesion, fostering solidarity through shared struggles, but internal disagreements like gender representation and political affiliation caused friction. Regardless of all these conflicts, the #FeesMustFall movement remained a tightly structured movement which showed how social norms, power, and leadership drive societal change. Reference from French J and Reuven B in 2020. This is because the #FeesMustFall movement achieved great success but also faced notable limitations, leading to increased funding for higher education. However, it struggled with internal divisions like conflicts over leadership, which weakened its cohesion sometimes. Additionally, government crackdowns like the police and the academic exclusions was a serious threat against the activists involved. But still, the movement proved that meaningful change requires strong leadership, unity, and resilience in the face of the opposition. This marks the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching.